6 spots remain over in Europe for the World Cup qualifying campaign for Qatar 2022. Who's going to take advantage and get themselves through to the final of the UEFA playoffs? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks. Back once again with our prediction video today. We look forward to the UEFA playoffs. That's right, semi-finals, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe button, hit your bang today. All things UEFA related, Blabber Rose related, World Cup related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Ruski. That's right. Yes, still a little bit of confusion about the UEFA playoffs. Of course, Russia have been knocked out. Poland are already through to the final. And of course, Scotland against Ukraine will be put on hold, played at a later date. So realistically, we're none the wiser as to who's actually going to go to the World Cup. But of course, there are 4 games that will take place this coming week. And of course, we'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Big shout out to my VIPs there, the patrons, guys. Thank you for your love and, of course, behind the scenes. If you're new, check out the links down below, patreon.com/overseas. But before all that, let's recap, of course, how we got to this stage. So here we go. We're going to take a look back at, of course, the results last time around, bringing it bang out to date with the prediction league, and, of course, the groups, and, of course, where we are right here, right now. So here we go. Let's take a look at it. So these are the games, of course, some of them anyway. They've been, I don't know when they were. They're a long time ago. But anyway, these are the last games for all the nations as we, of course, go to the playoff stages. So Bosnia-Herzegovina against Ukraine was a 2-0 win for Ukraine. Of course, Finland did lose to France 2-0 in the end. The Czech Republic picked up a 2-0 win over Estonia. Called that one, boys. Meanwhile, Wales picked up a cheeky draw against Belgium 1-1 in the end. Gibraltar got battered 3-1 winning by Latvia. Of course, Montenegro picked up a 2-1 loss against Turkey. And the Netherlands 2-0 win to go through to Qatar 2022. Kicking on forward, let's take a look at the prediction league for this one and take a bloody bow. I don't even know if that's right. Does that even right? 2, 4, 6. I don't even know. They're all in the wrong order, I think. So anyway, Ultra Omiro, I'm just going to put a big tally at the end of it. I think these are all gobbledygook. Ultra Omiro got 9 in one of them. Who knows? It's probably the last one. Of course, Northern Ireland against Italy. They played a 0-0 draw, of course, denting, of course, Italy's hopes for automatics. They'll have to go through the playoffs and, of course, could face Portugal later on. Switzerland with a big win, 4-0 win over Bulgaria, 2-0 win for me. Israel picked up a 3-2 win over Faroes, but not enough for them. Austria also not enough, 4-1 win over Moldova, as Scotland picked up a cheeky result, 2-0 win over Denmark to, of course, secure second spot in that group. Albania, 4-1 win over Andorra. Poland got beaten by Hungary, of course, but Poland are there. But, of course, they're already through to the final because of Russia's disqualification. And, of course, big win for England, 10-0 in the end. Double digits for them. Of course, look at this stuff. Take it from what you will. Russell Frost kicked ass on this one. Or maybe. Let's take a look at the final one here. Luxembourg up against Ireland. 3-0 win it was for Ireland, of course, after, a bit of karma there for the Irish gaffer having lost to Luxembourg in his first game. But, of course, Luxembourg are not the slouches they once were. So remember that. Portugal, of course, 2-1 loss to Serbia. I think they have then into Qatar, of course, and now Portugal are in the waiting game. Greece, 1-1 draw against Kosovo. Spain, 1-0 win over Sweden. Croatia picked up a 1-0 win over Russia. Again, Russia are out. They're not going. Malta, of course, 6-0 loss to Slovakia. Slovenia with a 2-1 win over Cyprus. Germany with a 4-1 win over, of course, as Armenia. Liechtenstein did lose to Romania, and North Macedonia with a 3-1 win over Iceland. And again, something like this. Handsworth with 7 bins. Well done to you. Doesn't really matter. These all diff naff ones don't really matter because what really matters is this guy. And here we go. We have Costas K running away with it. 181 points on board, and he's very, very close to actually winning it. As what we got? We got 5 here, 5, and then it'll be another 3. I think. How many spots are there? 5, 6 games. There's only 3 spots left. I said there was 5 spots left, but there's only 3 spots left. So there's 5 games to be played here, and then there'll be another 3. 8 points left. So realistically, it's between Jonathan and Lou and up. I would say the rest of yours, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to just try and oust these guys. Let's just play there. The prediction league. These are, of course, the groups. Let's remind ourselves. Of course, Serbia, they are there. Portugal playing the way to game, and of course, Ireland were 3rd best in Group A. Spain, of course, are there. 19 points. Sweden, of course, are waiting in the wings, taking on, of course, an opponent. We'll take that in a minute. Of course, Greece are out. Switzerland are through. Italy are waiting, and of course, Northern Ireland are out as well. France are through. Ukraine are of course, taking on Scotland. Finland are out. out. Belgium go through. Wales are in the waiting game. Czech Republic are out. Denmark are through. Scotland, of course, did very well to finish second spot, of course, and Israel and the rest are no longer there. Netherlands are through. Turkey is waiting. Norway is out. Croatia are through. Russia are out. Slovakia are out as well. England are through. Poland are waiting. Germany, of course, are there. North Macedonia are waiting as well. So those are the state of play in the groups. Let's take a look at, of course, the prediction league. Getting amongst it. California WC 2022 is Udo. Getting amongst it, and these are the games. I've included the Russia-Poland game, even though that's not happening. So, and neither is the Scotland against Ukraine game. That's been postponed. I'm going to give you my. Should we talk about it? We'll talk about it anyway, even if I don't think I can actually talk about it. But in fact, yeah. Well, no, forget about it. I would have went. No, I haven't. I've done nothing. So those two games are not happening. Scotland against Ukraine, I think it's been pushed to June. So we're not going to find out well into June until to see if Scotland, Ukraine, Wales, or Austria are actually gone through to Qatar 2022. So bit of a weird one. So the first game we're going to kick it off with will be Wales against Austria. So let's take a look at this one then, shall we? Now these two nations have played each other, according to Maya, 7 times in 1974, 3 wins apiece and 1 draw. Of course, Wales are unbeaten in the last 6, 75% form for them. 1-3, drawn 3 of the last 6. Meanwhile, Austria, of course, just 1 defeat past 4 for them. 50% form over the last 6 as well. The biggest win for Wales over Austria was a 1-0 win. The biggest win over Wales was a 2-0 win. And Austria have actually scored 8 goals compared to Wales 7 over the course of those 7 games. Works out around about 1.14 goals game ratio for Austria, just a 1 goal game ratio for Wales. Of course, Wales, last time they played Austria in Wales was a 1-0 win for Wales back in September 2017. The last time they played in Austria was a 2-2 draw. Of course, this game is actually on neutral venue, I believe. Is that right, neutral venue? But regardless, so the last couple of games, Wales are actually unbeaten against Austria over the last 3, so picked up 2 wins and a draw as well. Wales with a 1-1 draw against Belgium last time, Austria with a 4-1 over Moldova on this one. The odds for this game, though, Wales are actually 13-8 for the victory, 17-10 is your away win, and 11-5 is your draw. I think this is a one-legged affair, so if he can't win after the 90, it goes in extra time. So I'm going to go with a cheeky 2-0 win for Wales on this one to go through to the final, where of course they'll wait a long wait for the result of the Scotland against Ukraine game. So that's my state of play there, of course. So let's kick it on forward with the next one, Sweden up against the Czech Republic. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Of course, locking horns again on the 24th of March. All of these games will take place on the 24th of March, of course, except for the Scotland Ukraine one. Now these two sides play each other 3 times 2002, 1 for Sweden, nothing for Czech Republic, and 2 draws. Of course, Sweden though won 3, lost 3 of the last 6, 50% form up against a Czech Republic side, of course, unbeaten in the last 5, 1-3, drawn 2 over the last 6, 67% form for them at the moment. The biggest win for Sweden over the course of those 3 games was a 2-1 win. They've scored actually 6 goals compared to the Czech Republic's 5 over the course of those 3, which works out around about 2 goals game ratio compared to the 1.67 goals game ratio for the Czech Republic. The last time played each other over in the Czech Republic was a 3-3 draw. Last time played each other in Sweden was a 1-1 draw. Of course, Sweden comes on the back of that 1-0 loss against Spain. It's actually been back-to-back games without a goal for Sweden, losing to Georgia and Spain, which of course derailed their World Cup ambitions. Meanwhile, the Czechs come to this 3 clean sheets on the bounce, of course, scoring 11 goals without return, beating, of course, Belarus, Kuwait, and Estonia, of course, over the course of the last few games. The odds for this one then, shall we? Sweden are even seeds for the victory, 11-4 is your Czech Republic, and 23-10 is your draw. It's tough. It's very, very tough. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Sweden here to go through. And they will, of course, take on Poland, who have, of course, gone through at the expense of Russia, who have been knocked out because of the shenanigans and the crisis going on between themselves in Ukraine. So politics are ruining football, which is not what we wanted. Anyway, into the zingers at the end here. Italy against North Macedonia. Of course, now these two sides played each other 2 times in 2016. Of course, Italy have picked up 1 win and 1 draw. Nothing for North Macedonia, of course. Italy, though, just 1 defeat past 6, then 58% form. And against the North Macedonia side, 1 defeat past 6, also 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, that one and only win for Italy was a 3-2 win. They've scored 4 goals compared to the 3 for North Macedonia over the course of those 2 games, which works out around about 1.5 goals game ratio for North Macedonia, 2 goals game ratio for Italy. And North Macedonia have not lost the last 4 away games. Wow. Of course, coming into this, last time played each other was a 1-1 draw for it in October 2017. That was in Italy. It was a World Cup qualifying campaign for Russia 2018. Meanwhile, Italy, of course, with a 0-0 draw against Northern Ireland last time around. Of course, North Macedonia with a 3-1 win over Iceland last time around. The odds for this one, 92 on is your Italy, 11-2 is your draw, 10-1. Your long shots, that is North Macedonia. I think they'll crash out here, 3-0 win. Italy will put a benchmark statement down as they go through to the final. But who will they take on? Will it be Portugal? Will it be Turkey? Of course, let's take a look at it, and then shall we? Of course, then Portugal coming at you up against Turkey. Played the 4 times in 1996. 3 wins for Portugal, 1 for Turkey, and 0 draws. Of course, Portugal, though, 75% forward for them. Back-to-back games without a win, though. But just 1 defeat past 6. Up against the Turkey side, just 1 defeat past 6. Also 75% forward for them. But, of course, winning 3 on the bounce. Of course, biggest win for Portugal, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way for Turkey, 3-1 win. Turkey have actually scored 3 goals compared to Portugal's 6 over the course of those 4 games. Works out around about 1.5 goal game ratio for Portugal and 0.75 goal game ratio for Turkey. Last time I played each other over in was actually in Portugal. It was a 3-1 for Turkey. That was back in June 2002. 2012, sorry. And last time I played each other, I don't think they've actually played each other in Portugal. But anyway, Portugal coming to this on the back of that 2-1 loss against Serbia, and Turkey with a 2-1 win over Montenegro. The odds, though, for this one, 5-2 on is Portugal, 4-1 is your draw, 6-1 is your long shots. That's, of course, Turkey on this one. Will Ronaldo and co get over the line, of course, and set up that dream final? Yes, they will. 2-0 win for me for Portugal to take to the house. And again, not anticipating much. I think that the tightest game will probably be Wales-Austria. Fine margins on that game, but of course, we'll have to find out what goes on there. Of course, we'll be back for the finals whenever they come around, probably around about 29th of March or something. But of course, that is it. Be sure to get your picks in as well. Start that something else. You know what to do. Cutley4/WC22 Euro. It's all there in the description down below. But until then, guys, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. See you soon for the next one, of course, which will be the finals. But until then, dudes, we're done right now.